again, if you compare yourself to breath, or I guess it's called prana or whatever, the breath, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out, and that is the power and the energy that's running everything. And that's how the wind in space, like Andrew was talking about, the movement in space is due to that power, that energy. But you're animating and moving the objects in the space, but you're the space itself. If you thought about the space had life, basically, and Maharaj says, if at all you want to compare yourself with space or sky.
I started being able to go there on Saturday, but I'm not, it's in and out. Sometimes I'm just space, but then I collapse back into being Trish.
Yeah, just and mantra, because again, just from the seeing of anytime there's a positive of expansion, or I can reach this, or I can do this or something, then there's the touch of a body that's experiencing this, and it's the dissolving when you're using mantra and you're sitting, remaining with your selfless self, and then suddenly the attention goes back. Then you come from the natural back into the kind of the false dream state.
Yeah.
And mantra allows this so that this doesn't occur as often. And the spaces in between are just space. That's the reality. Like you're the space, and sometimes you feel the space from the perception of a limited form in that space. But in reality, you're the space, and this limitation is slowly being removed so that you can return to your original nature of the space.
And the mantra is the space, too.
The mantra is movement in the space, yes. Inviting attention of the invisible listener. You and the mantra are one. And all the mind, ego, intellect, that whole machine will very much slow down because you're remaining with the mantra, and you start to see that, yeah, so all the thoughts that are about this limitation that is added on to you, that only by belief, are slowly, silently, and permanently erased using mantra, because you're paying attention to the mantra in a single pointed devotion to your selfless self, and inviting the attention of the invisible listener that I'm not this body, I was not body, I'm not going to remain the body. Body's not my identity. I don't know how in the world I thought that I was this body. I'm sky, I'm space. And it was only the ideas that I had for a time that I was limited in some way. And this limitation is slowly, silently, and permanently being removed off.
That's helpful. Thank you.
That's why literally it's neti, nothing. All these things, remove, dissolve. Whenever I consider a spiritual experience as something that I'm feeling or that's been added on, I dissolve. Because this experience is something when I'm not paying attention to myself, because for that moment, I created a limitation, a belief in this limited body form that's having some sort of reference to something else, an expansion. lack of thought. You know, oh, I'm not seeing thoughts so much. But then again, I'm taking the position of something that seeing thoughts are there and what can be, and I'm giving up my space-like self.
Yeah.